beside me on that road. The reason that they came was to watch the land. Daddy, Daddy, what will we see there? There's so much we don't understand. So I told them, Moses and Father Abraham. Then I said, dear children, watch the land. For there'll be so many in Jerusalem today. We must be sure the Lamb doesn't run away. And I told them, Moses, the Father Abraham. Then I said, dear children, watch the land. When we reached the city, I knew something must be wrong. There were no joyful worshipers, no joyful worship songs. I stood there with my children in the midst of angry men. Then I heard the crowd cry out, crucify him. We tried to leave the city, but we could not get away. Forced to play this drama, part I did not wish to play. Why upon this day were men condemned to die? Why were we standing here where soon they would pass by? I looked and I said, even now they come. First one cried for mercy, people gave him none. The second one was arrogant, he was arrogant and loud. I can still hear his angry voice screaming at the crowd. Then someone said, there's Jesus. I scarce believe my eyes. And so badly beaten, he barely looked alive. Blood poured from his body, from the thorns upon his brow, running down the cross and falling to the ground. I watched him as he struggled. I watched him as he fell. Cross came down upon his back. The crowd began to yell. In that moment I felt such agony. In that moment I felt such loss. Till a Roman soldier grabbed my arm and said, "You carry his cross." First I tried to resist it. Then his hand reached for a sword. So I knelt and took the cross from the Lord. I placed it on my shoulder and started down the street. Blood that he'd been shedding was running down my cheek. They led us to Golgotha. They drove nails deep in his feet and hands. Yet I heard him pray, "Father, forgive them. Oh, never have I seen such love in any other eyes. Through thy hands I commit my spirit," he prayed. Then he died. What seemed like years, lost all sense of time. two tiny hands holding tight to mine. My children stood there weeping. I heard the oldest say, Father, please forgive us. The land ran away. Daddy, Daddy, what have we seen here? There's so much we don't understand. So I took them in my arms, turned and faced the cross. Then I said, dear children, watch the land